one of the most inspiring stories in just modern NBA, the return of Lonzo Ball and how he went through the trials of injury and fighting through all that to be back on the NBA floor with the Chicago Bulls is an amazing thing to see. Seeing him play in the regular season was awesome, and we're going to talk and get deep into the story and how he was able to go through everything that he went through in his career to get to this point. What's up, guys? It's your boy Gatsunju, and today we're going to talk about the story of Lonzo Ball and how he was able to fight through adversity and so many trials to be able to get to the point that he's at as an NBA player and played this season for the Chicago Bulls. But before we get into that, make sure you like and subscribe so you don't miss another video. I'm going to make a video every single week at the very least. So I hope you guys check it out and also turn on notifications. What is now looked as one of the better drafts in NBA history in the 2017 draft with stars like Jason Tatum, De'Aaron Fox, Donovan Mitchell, and etc. Lonzo Ball was kind of the outlier. No one really expected to see him put on there, or at least before the Big Baller brand promotions. LeVar Ball talked about Lonzo and bigged him up as Steph Curry with a jumper. You've heard all the things. And as a result of that, it kind of put a lot of pressure on Lonzo starting out in his career. His years in LA were great and also not so great, with many seasons of him kind of not looking like a player that people expected him to be. Lonzo then would be traded in the Lakers blockbuster AD trade, where he was sent to the Pelicans for him, Brandon Ingram, Josh Hart, and a first-round pick. So after that, that's where things really started to turn much better. Though the Pelicans, at least with Lonzo together with them, wouldn't do all that much, it was still a very promising group, a very promising young core that seemed like, given a few more years, they could go somewhere. And then Lonzo was traded again. Lonzo's trade to the Bulls would be amazing for his career, because now he would be a pure point guard paired up with two of the better mid-range scorers in the league in Zach LaVine and DeMar DeRozan, and also have a defensive type of guard like Alex Caruso along with them, making one of the better offenses in the NBA in 2021. And everything seemed perfect until you got injured. And at first it didn't really seem too bad, but as the weeks became months, the Bulls fans started to get a little suspicious, wondering, like, what's going on? Is Lonzo really going to come back? And is he ever going to be the same player ever again? And who could really blame the fans for thinking that? It just seemed like there was nothing that was going to be substantial with Lonzo. And these were injuries that were piling up ever since he was on the Los Angeles Lakers. But then he did it. After months of hard work and staying motivated, Lonzo Ball finally returned to the court in preseason of 2024. It was a moment of resilience. Fans who had been behind him all along got to see that familiar spark. Preseason games were usually low stakes, but Lonzo's comeback made them feel important. The energy shifted. Bulls fans saw his defensive intensity and playmaking right away. Lonzo was back, setting the tempo and finding his teammates. In 2024 and 2025 preseason, Lonzo's numbers tell only part of the story. His defensive instincts were sharp. He anchored the team, and his vision opened up scoring chances everywhere. Even in limited minutes, his impact on the Bulls was undeniable. He brings a confidence to the floor, and with him, the Bulls look like a much stronger team. His return isn't just about the stats though. It's the energy and spark that brings this Bulls squad to life. Wish you were here, DeMar. Lonzo Ball's return. It's a dope thing to see in the league that has a lot of careers that end through injury. His career is filled with highs and lows and definitely a lot of uncertainty. But for now, we're seeing a player who's refused to give up. It's been a wild ride. And while we don't know what the future holds, we're here to enjoy every moment of his return. So whether you're a Bulls fan, a Lonzo fan, or just someone who loves a good comeback story, remember to appreciate this journey. Lonzo Ball has fought through so much to be back, and that's something we can all celebrate. Hope you all enjoyed. And as always, until the next video.